All right. Good morning and welcome everyone to the African American Chamber of Commerce of Central Florida's 2020 State of the Chamber. I am Ron Nesbitt and I currently serve as the treasurer on the Chamber's Board of Directors, and I will be presiding over today's event. I'm outside of the chamber. I currently serve as the Vice President of Risk Management for McCoy Federal Credit Union, and we are a proud member and supporter of the African American Chamber of Commerce of Central Florida. So on behalf of the Board of Directors and the entire chamber team, thank you for joining us today. Now, I have to say something. In this virtual world, we ask that you be patient with us in the event that we experience any unexpected technical challenges. So let's get started. Please join me in welcoming the 2020 Chair of the Board, Leticia Adams, who is the Manager of Government Relations for Walt Disney World Resort.
There we go. I did that. Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you, Ron. On behalf of the Board of Directors, we welcome each of you to today's event. The State of the Chamber is an annual opportunity to hear about the growth and progress of the Chamber, as well as gain a glimpse into the Chamber's future strategic goals and priorities. I'm extremely proud of the progress of this Chamber and that they've made over the past year under the leadership of Chamber President Tanisha Nungary. As the 2020 chair of the board, we set our top strategic priorities on membership growth and retention, expansion of our member benefits, and heightening awareness of chamber programs and events throughout our target markets across Central Florida. Ms. Gary and her team have exceeded our expectations in all of those areas, and we are proud of the future ideas that will be presented to you today. This year has been like no other. We went from a calendar filled with in-person events to webinars and live streams in order to continue to reach our members and provide the resources and information businesses needed to be able to shift and pivot into this new business paradigm. Our Black and African American owned businesses, small and large and in between, have suffered some losses. The uncertainty of things and fiscal toll have been heavy, but they have not given up the fight, and you will hear from some of them today. It is that fight, that will to succeed, that drives this chamber, and I could not be more proud to have served as your chair this year. This chamber has a rich and lasting legacy that, like every good story, needs to be told. So in the coming weeks, you will hear about the launch of the Legacy Committee. So very many of you in this community are connected to this chamber, either as members, past or present, or in service to the chamber through the board or as an ambassador or even chamber leadership. And as you all know, I work for Disney and we are a brand of storytellers. And this chamber has a story that needs to be told. And I ask that if we don't reach out to you directly, that you reach out to us and tell us your chamber story, because it's time for us to start telling our story. I thank you all for your time this morning and your support this year. It has meant the world to me and to this chamber, and I look forward to continuing the fight with you. And at this time, I'd like to introduce our chair-elect, Bruce Mount with the Leach Firm.
Thank you, Leticia, and good morning. On behalf of the Board of Directors, we would like to thank the Chamber's founding trustees and trustees for your continued support of the African American Chamber of Central Florida. Our founding trustees are BB&T SunTrust, now Truist, Orlando Health, Orlando Magic, and the Walt Disney World Resort. Our trustees, Advent Health, JP Morgan Chase and Company, OUC, Universal Studios Florida, Wyndham Destinations, City of Orlando, Ardmore Roderick, Wells Fargo, Florida Technical College, and Regions Bank. Now, today's State of the Chamber would not be possible without the help of our presenting sponsors. First, Wyndham Destinations was a trustee member of the Chamber, with Jose Nito, the Vice President of Global Supplier Diversity, serving as an active member of our Board of Directors. At this time, you will see a short video from our sponsor, Wyndham Destinations.
Vacations fuel our company, our careers, and the lives of our customers. We open the window to travel. We celebrate the joy of the journey and the delight of the destination. We believe in putting the world on vacation, of owning them forever, exchanging for a new view, or renting for a visit. We believe in making the most of our big wide world. With over 20 brands, we bring people together and inspire vacation possibilities at more than 4,000 destinations in 110 countries worldwide. We believe in hospitality with a heart. Each year, our 25,000 associates give millions of families the memories of a lifetime. Every place is the perfect place for vacation. Dream bigger, but try something new. Find what you love most. Come back again and again and again. Our world is your destination.
Thank you, Wyndham Destinations, for supporting the Chamber as a presenting sponsor. Our next presenting sponsor is Fiserv. Fiserv is not only a Chamber member, but also sponsors our new member orientation, Maximize Your Membership, which is streamed every first Tuesday of the month at 10 a.m. Today we have Shane Caldwell, Vice President of Business Development and Strategy, who will give a few remarks on behalf of Fiserv. Welcome, Shane.
Bruce, it looks like Shane is having a little difficulty. He's currently was logged out of the meeting, so we'll go ahead and move on to the next so we can come back.
Okay, well, we'll get to Shane when he gets here, but we certainly want to thank Fiserv for supporting us in sponsoring this State of the Chamber this morning. So thank you and welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Bruce. This is why we at the top of the show gave the gave the disclaimer. We'll move on and we're ready. So now I have the great pleasure of introducing Tanisha Dunn-Gary. Tanisha is a consummate professional and she's an accomplished attorney, by the way. She is the president and CEO of the African American Chamber of Commerce of Central Florida, a leading advocate for business development and economic development, and economic empowerment, actually. As the head of the established nonprofit, she is responsible for cultivating strong relationships with key community leaders and corporate entities in an effort to enhance opportunities for members and engage partners on initiatives like we'll see here today. Tanisha oversees all outreach efforts for the Chamber, which encompass 6 counties, and she executes strategic planning to ensure the Chamber's voice is included in the economic, education, and community conversations that impact our region. The Chamber boasts a varied membership and revolves around 4 pillars: advocacy, access to capital, contracts, and entrepreneur training and development. As a former business owner, Tanisha has demonstrated, particularly this year, that she is intimately familiar with what it takes to thrive as an entrepreneur and is uniquely qualified to lead the Chamber into its next chapter. Tanisha is an active member within several civic and professional organizations to help build additional community partnerships for the benefit of the Chamber and its members. And I ask you to joining me to welcome Tanisha Nungary.
Wonderful. Good morning, everyone. And thank you, Mr. Nesbitt, for that warm introduction and being a dedicated member of our board of directors and of our chamber. Again, good morning, everyone. And thank you to each of you for being in attendance at our 2020 annual State of the Chamber address. It is truly an honor to serve as president and CEO of the African American Chamber of Commerce of Central Florida. Every day, I get to work with an amazing team to carry out the mission of our chamber. Naja Hines serves as the manager of operations and strategic initiatives, and BB Ben-Gur serves as our membership coordinator. I'd like to take this time to thank our entire board of directors, including the immediate past board chair, Attorney Kendra Moore, my current board chair, and I refer to her as Madam Boss, Leticia Adams, and chair-elect, Attorney Bruce Mount Jr. And I'd also like to recognize all of our ambassadors, including the president of the ambassadors, David Watson, and of course, all of our chamber members. Now, forgive me for stating the obvious, but we are going through extremely challenging times. The health pandemic, with African Americans disproportionately affected from COVID-19. The economic downturn, with nationally 40% of Black businesses closing their doors. And social injustice, with the world seeing this year the murder of George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, and Breonna Taylor, among many others. Although challenging times, we as a community must do as we have always done. I am reminded of a quote from our late civil rights leader, Congressman John Lewis. We cannot give up now. We cannot give in. We must keep the faith, keep our eyes on the prize. Each year, we gather to take a look at where we are and where we are going as a chamber. I delivered my first State of the Chamber address in October of 2018, just 2 weeks after I began this role. Some of you who attended that address may recall that I ended my presentation with a quote from Walt Disney. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. And that is what we did. We began doing. Each year, our team has worked diligently to build upon our rich legacy while continuing to strive for excellence as we move from good to great. Founded in 1945, this year the Chamber is celebrating 75 years, our diamond anniversary. A diamond is a stone that truly states, I love you, in a deep way. It is the hardest substance known on earth, and throughout history, they were used to engrave tools because of their hardness. This is significant to our chamber because we show our love to our community and our members by remaining tough during challenging times and engraving our Black-owned businesses with relationships, skills, and access to the type of information and resources that fosters economic success. Great organizations don't just happen, they're built by strong leaders with vision and determination to reach a greater good. We are thankful for those leaders who gathered in 1945 with the vision and on a mission to build and support businesses in our community. Today, I consider it an honor to carry that torch and build upon our mission, as true leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. This year, we have been on a mission to uphold our mission, and now let's take a look at 2020. Our chamber began 2020 by soaring into Africa with our annual Eagle Awards Gala on January 18th, 2020, with over 650 in attendance, and Rashad Johnson of Ardmore Roderick taking home the Covenant Eagle Award. Last year at State of the Chamber, I announced 3 new signature events that we would host in 2020. In February, we hosted Black Professionals Night Out, along with the Central Florida chapter of the Black MBA, with 550 persons in attendance, including Orange County Mayor Jerry Demings and City of Orlando Commissioner Bakari Burns. Thank you again to Mercedes-Benz of South Orlando and owner Dorian Borrell for being the presenting sponsor of our inaugural event. Then in March, the pandemic hit our nation, Central Florida, and our chamber. Central Florida faced a mandatory shutdown, but this is where the durability of our diamond-like organization came into play. The pandemic didn't paralyze our progress. During this time, we, like I'm sure most of you, quickly entered into a virtual world. We have hosted almost 30 webinars on marketing, branding, resources for loans and grants, COVID-19 health disparities, the emotional impact of violence, virtual guide on the election, contracting opportunities with the Florida Turnpike, Department of Transportation, and the Securities Exchange Commission, just to name a few. We also created a resource hub on our website, as well as Small Business Saturday, to highlight our members on social media. In our new normal, we hosted the second of our 2020 inaugural events announced last year at State of the Chamber. During August, Black Business Month, we hosted the first 2-day Empowerment Business Conference presented by Wells Fargo and Full Sail University. This year, the Empowerment Luncheon took on a new format, from a luncheon to a full-day business conference. The intent of this conference was for attendees to learn from respected community leaders and business professionals from a variety of industries. The conference agenda was expertly crafted to help businesses, both big and small, take advantage of growth and development opportunities in Central Florida. This year, the robust 2-day schedule included U.S. Black Chamber President Ron Busby, a panel discussion on contracting opportunities, multiple breakout sessions, a luncheon speaker featuring Vernice Atkins Bradley, and a supplier diversity matchmaking workshop. Just recently, on October 26th, we hosted our inaugural golf outing and player development clinic presented by BB&T SunTrust, now Truist, and Walt Disney World Resort. Golf has the ability to bring diverse people together for friendly competition, making the golf course a prime place for business professionals. This creates potential business connections as well as opportunities to do business. 93% of executives in a poll said that playing golf with a business associate was a good way to establish a closer relationship, and more than 1/3 said some of their biggest deals were made on a golf course. Our golf outing was designed to offer a player development clinic to run concurrently with golfing and offer our members the opportunity to learn or play golf with Central Florida business stakeholders and community leaders. The most rewarding and proudest accomplishment this year was by far awarding 12 grants to 12 chamber members, totaling $100,000. This anonymous donation was made to our chamber, and I quote the words of the donor, "as a testament of the work and strides that our chamber has made and the difference that we have made in our community." Dr. Ashley Caldwell, a recipient of one of the grants, said it best when she was notified of her win: "This changes everything." As we wrap up 2020 and look to 2021, we now ask ourselves, where do we go from here? We did not want to make those decisions without the input of our members. As a result, we conducted a survey, which you should have received, and we had a 23% response rate to that survey. We heard from our members about where they received the most value for their membership and what they would like for us to offer going forward. 41% of those surveyed asked for more networking and professional relationships. After compiling the data, we have developed some of our goals for 2021. Goal number 1, enhanced membership. We will work to revamp our membership offerings, and our efforts have already began with a complete overhaul of Chambermaster, our member portal tracking system, and the membership process for joining and renewing to allow more personal engagement with our chamber. Currently, we offer new member orientation on the first Tuesday of each month. However, we will make new member orientation available on demand so that a new member or a member who wants a refresher can watch at his or her convenience. Goal number 2, increase membership. Although we have seen a significant increase in membership, we still have many Black businesses to reach and support. We have many that were once a part of our chamber, and we want them to return home. We recently hired Bibi Ben-Gur, who is a certified nonprofit professional and is our membership coordinator. She, along with members of our board of directors, will lead us in these efforts. We encourage all of you to be ambassadors for our chamber and spread the word about who we are and what we offer, and help us bring other Black businesses into our chamber. Goal 3, increased focus on opportunities for contracts. Contracting opportunities are a tremendous financial opportunity for businesses. We will assist with providing opportunities for our members to maximize their participation in federal contracting, such as with the SEC, as well as state and local contracting opportunities with both government and private entities. By partnering and collaborating with other organizations, we will assist our members with the tools that they need to scale their businesses and compete for contracting opportunities. Goal 4, more networking. Most people still join the chamber for one simple reason: to get more customers or clients. People want to get to know, like, and trust the people they're doing business with. Networking is a component to building relationships. This year, we launched our second leads group. In our leads group, business professionals bring leads for one another to help the members grow their businesses. These groups are more targeted than the open networking events for the entire chamber membership. We plan to add at least 2 additional leads groups next year, bringing our chamber to 4 leads groups. We will offer networking opportunities designed to make our business networking events effective for our members with a defined purpose, such as to make new connections, deepen current relationships, or problem-solving brainstorming for participants. In closing, it has been indeed a pleasure to serve each of you and the Central Florida community, especially during the time of this pandemic, where we have been able to provide resources, funding, and be the voice for our members. In an effort to continue to serve you better, we have refreshed our website, and you will now see a snapshot of the new and improved website. We have added a page called Members Voice, in which you will hear from several of our members. Because members are the cornerstone of our chamber, I would like to close with you hearing from our members. First, you will hear from Full Press Juicery, followed by 1000 Degrees Pizza and CK Flooring, and hopefully these videos will work. Full Press Juicery first.
How would I describe the chamber in one word? I would say vital. My name is Lydia Haas. I'm the partner of Full Press Juicery. Full Press Juicery is essential because we provide juices that are essential to your vitamins and obtaining your nutrients. So if you have like the common flu or cold, the juices are all natural. They will give you your daily recommended vitamins. We are located here in Orlando, Florida, and we have been established since June of last year, but we actually launched in February of this year. The pandemic has affected our business in several ways. I would say client profiles as far as gaining customers, get the exposure that we need through marketing, face-to-face, audiences with events and things of that nature. The African American Chamber of Commerce has helped us in so many ways as far as networking, partnerships, having the opportunity to attend the virtual conference this year to gain knowledge that we previously did not have. So we've used those opportunities to actually pivot correctly in this unkind time. I would definitely recommend any business to join the Chamber of Commerce because there's so many assets that you can gain in order to have the longevity that you need and success and network for your business. Gaining capital to partnerships to networking and what they've done for us in regards to support is always answered our calls, answered our emails, giving us a platform to be who we are right now currently. In the midst of a pandemic, it's very vital. How would I be prepared as a business owner to take on all the challenges that we face on every single way? And so while we fortify ourselves as entrepreneurs, fortify ourselves as business owners with additional support close to the sector. My name is Wyndham. I am one of the partners with Juicery Pizza Central. We sell Neapolitan pizza, the best Neapolitan pizza salad and things that you will get in Central Florida. We also sell Full Press Juicery. They're also chamber members, and we're able to sell their products from our store. We're building each other through that partnership. So it's a unique standpoint for the strength of our brand combined with the strength of their brand. For challenges, we've gone through phase 1, 2, and now phase 3. So just due to health standards, guidelines, rules, all these executive orders, the restaurant business effectively shut down. And then during reopening, it was over 50% capacity. No doubt things have changed. So whether it affects your bottom line, your dollars, or affects your expenses and your revenue, you have to do one thing, be creative. For the business, we worked with the NBA while they were in the bubble, and we were one of the children's businesses to work with them. That was such an honor for us. And when those orders came in, we knew that these elite athletes were going to be eating our food, talking about it, some posted about it. It was great. And the chamber was part of that, right? So we were able to say, yes, we're chamber members. Yes, we would love to work with you. We were also able to, on 4 occasions, donate pizzas to the hospital staff, the hospital where our kids stay. There's an element of comfort in the support that they give. I'm not saying that every organization is business owners, but I'm saying there's a lot of that out there. So when you're able to connect with a business organization that genuinely wants to see you grow and to understand your strength is their strength, and they're able to use their strength and their buying power and help you leverage to build better and stronger every day, what else is there? Yeah.
African American Chamber of Commerce is dynamic. I've seen the growth and I've seen the events and programs that they have implemented. My name is Cameron Salisbury. I am the owner and founder of CK Flooring. We've been in business since about 2012, and we do residential flooring remodels, commercial build out. I've been a member of the chamber since I believe 2013 or 14. My best story would be I got a phone call several months ago from a representative in the facilities department at Fairwinds Credit Union. And he told me he wanted to meet with me because they were looking at getting some minority contractors to help retrofit some of their locations. I've heard this type of thing before. Okay, fine, I'll come in with you. And I met with two gentlemen. Turns out they went to the chamber looking for minority contractors, and the chamber referred them to me. And as it turns out, after the meeting, I think I've done 4 or 5 retrofits for Fairwinds different projects. To piggyback on that, I met a contractor working at one of the Fairwinds locations, and they had some other banks that they were doing, and they liked what I did. I produced for them, and so I did some more projects with that contractor. So the chamber, the best story I got from them has just been that story in business has been added on definitely because of that. Big corporations actually chamber because one, business-to-business relationships are always good. The chamber's footprint in Orlando has grown tremendously, and they have created different opportunities that other corporations may not be aware of, or they may know that another company is shopping or looking for something that another company may do. And being the way that the chamber has pivoted during this season has been impressive. You know, it takes a lot of smart people and dynamic people in order to pivot and handle the deal with current circumstances. Being able to have somebody that is there behind me, have support, looking out for me, looking out for my business is valuable.
All 3 of these videos will be emailed to each of you in attendance with us this morning. And I encourage you all to visit our website at www.blackcommerce.org to take a look at our new and refreshed website, as well as to learn more about our businesses, our members, and to support our businesses. And at this time, I want to thank you all for attending State of the Chamber 2020, where you know our motto, we mean business. Mr. Nesbitt, I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you very much, Tanisha. Looks like the chamber has been very busy this year, right along with our members who are working their way through this pandemic. We thank you for your leadership. Next up, we have Dr. James Burkett, who is the president of Florida Technical College and a trustee member of our chamber here. The website for the Florida Technical College is ftccollege.edu. Dr. Burkett.
Hey, good morning. So thank you so much for the introduction. Really excited to be here and to make this announcement today. So what I'd like to announce today is the creation of the first ever African American Chamber of Commerce and Florida Technical College Business Opportunity Scholarship. So let me give you a little bit of the background on the idea of the scholarship, and then I'll give you some more details. So at Florida Technical College, we have a larger initiative that's called FTC Cares, where we get involved in a lot of community service actions where we want to make meaningful, positive impact on our community. So some of the ways that we've done that in the past is we're currently the official technical college of the Orlando Magic, and we have partnered with them in things like Project Life and Jump Ministries with Jonathan Isaac from the Magic, serving the Central Florida community. We did a huge back to school event with not only local government in Orange and Osceola County, but with the Orlando Magic and the Salvation Army, where we provided thousands of backpacks filled with school supplies to students here in Central Florida and also in South Florida. We've also recently become the official culinary school of the Miami Dolphins, where we partner with them in South Florida. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but the Miami Dolphins out of Hard Rock Stadium, as part of their food relief efforts, provide 1,000 meals a day, 365 days a year in South Florida to help that community. In the interest of this, it's really great because the African American Chamber of Commerce is all about entrepreneurship, and we mean business. And nothing helps more with that than education and help get people ready. So we do have a bachelor's degree in entrepreneurship at Florida Technical College. So this scholarship will provide a full scholarship, a value of over $56,000 to the person who is selected. You can go to blackcommerce.org to apply for the scholarship. We're gonna kind of move things into a modern setting where in this scholarship they're gonna send in a video as opposed to an essay, and then there's some other criteria on there. So we're really excited to partner with the African American Chamber of Commerce to select somebody that can really take advantage of this opportunity and do some wonderful things. So I want to thank you so much to the African American Chamber of Commerce for allowing us to become a trustee and be part of such an important and impactful organization. And we're really excited to work together, not only on this scholarship, but on a lot of other initiatives to help make Central Florida an even stronger place to live and work. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Burkett. We appreciate your involvement in helping to make dreams come true for some folks in our community. We appreciate your being a valued trustee member of our chamber. Next up, I'd like to introduce Dan Pollock, who is Regional Director of Corporate External Affairs at AT&T, and he has some exciting news for us as well.
Well, thank you, Ron. And that was great news from Dr. Burkett, so let's keep the great news going. I am Dan Pollock, Regional Director of External Affairs for AT&T. And whatever societal problems we have faced, COVID-19 has only exacerbated them. This year, as a nation, we began to focus once again on issues of social justice, inclusion, and equity. AT&T has taken action in several ways, including committing an additional $10 million to create economic opportunities and foster upward mobility for Black and underserved communities here in Florida and around the country. So here in Florida, from Miami to Tampa to Jacksonville and back here to Orlando, we are working with a number of nonprofits to launch new programs aimed at growing Black-owned businesses by providing them with direct access to experts, community leaders, and a multitude of large industry-leading organizations. So as one part of that effort, I am pleased to announce here today that AT&T has given $15,000 in grants to the African American Chamber of Commerce. And these grants will provide assistance to local Black and minority owned businesses that have been hit hardest by the coronavirus pandemic. To apply for one of these three $5,000 grants, go to www.blackcommerce.org. The application period opens November 9th, and I appreciate the opportunity to be with you virtually here today and to support the great work of this Chamber of Commerce. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dan. We thank you and we thank AT&T for your support. We appreciate it. We know that it will make a big difference to some businesses here who are members of the Chamber.
Thank you.
Folks, we've come to the end of the program, and we appreciate all of you being a part of the program today. We want to thank all of our sponsors. We want to thank the sponsors who helped create and give out scholarships and grants, particularly at this time when businesses really need them as we transition to the next phase of the pandemic with lots of hope. I want to remind you all that all of the videos will be emailed out to the registered participants. We encourage you to visit the website and apply for the scholarships and grants that were announced today. I also want to take a moment to thank our President and CEO, Tanisha Dunn-Gary, and our Chair, Leticia Adams. And of course, we are excited about our Chair-elect, Bruce Mount. We look forward to wonderful things happening in 2021. Most especially, we want to thank all of our business members who have continued to help make this chamber a great organization. We'll continue to work for you so that we can be on a mission to meet our mission because we mean business. Thank you all and have a wonderful day.